Hello and welcome back to China. We are on Alpha Centauri in our game. The UN has built a spaceship and taken all of the permanent members of the Security Council, as well as the non-permanent members, to this new world. All of the civilizations have been scattered across the world and having to rebuild themselves. They don't have any of the previous technology or culture or knowledge that they had. They're living, or were when we started, in mud huts and sticks, but we've gotten a little better than that. So we've got our capital city here of Zen Beijing, which has built the Great Library. It's built the pyramids. We are working on an archer right now. We're going to keep producing archers and settlers to sort of expand ourselves out and make some new cities. We are also going to, in our new city over here of New Shanghai, once we complete this paper maker, we're going to try and get the National College done over in Beijing. So we've also got some workers over here, and one of the workers is headed over here. We've got a military force going on down here. This guy's healing up. This warrior is headed back up here to sort of protect the homeland, and this archer is heading over here to fill out this area over here. I don't know what's over here, and I would like to know. So yeah, let's keep going. This unit needs orders. Well, let's go over to this hill and see what's over here. I don't think we're going to find any more ancient ruins. I mean, the world has been explored by a lot of people, but hopefully we can meet new civilizations and city-states. So this archer is just going to be defending Beijing. I'm fine with him. I think we're going to send him over to here and kind of get this coastline explored a little bit. He should be within range for Beijing if anything happens to them. If any barbarians start heading over, we'll shoot that guy back and be able to defend it. But we've got our military over there a little bit. So this guy can go right here. Alright. Let the turn process. So the idea is that we'll build the archers to sort of scout out the areas and be able to defend it, and then the settlers are going to go and actually work on it. So I'm going to put this guy right there, and he can just heal up a little bit. We're going to keep exploring the coastline. I'm looking for... Looks like, well, hold on, there's something over there. So this is something. It's either a city-state or a civilization. It looks like a civilization to me, not a city-state. I don't know if it's Washington. It doesn't really look like his borders. So maybe there's somebody new to me, which would be good because we have stuff to trade people. We don't have the wheel yet, so we're just going to keep building farms. This worker, head over to... I think we're going to get 2 workers over in Shanghai. The one who's remaining can kind of just work on filling in the different parts of Beijing. But Beijing has more squares developed now than it can use. So it's not really super urgent that we work on squares over there. But getting Shanghai off the ground would be good. Okay, so we need to negotiate again with Napoleon, who is another member of the Security Council.
Bonjour.
And thus worthy of our respect until he proves otherwise.
Tu disais?
So, yes, we want a treatise. So we have incense, and he has some gems. That seems like a good trade to me.
Excellent.
Gives us more happiness, which will help us for those golden ages. We're not getting as much money, but that's okay. Let's go meet these people, whoever they are. Who are they? Oh, it's Washington. Okay. So Washington is really expanding. I know he's got New York, he's got Philadelphia. There is, what's interesting to me over here is there is citrus and there's iron. So we probably will put a city, well, shoot. If we put a city over here, it's going to cause problems with the United States. They probably consider this to be their territory and will be cutting their empire in half. It's a surefire way to start a war eventually. I don't want to start a war with them. Yet. Or ever, really. So our archer's getting attacked. We're going to try and back away from all these barbarians. Let's keep going down here. Okay, there's somebody else.
شلام عليك أنا داريهوش ملك ملكايا باريش ربا لهن ثانية يدات.
Okay, so this is Darius of Persia, which is modern-day Iran. So one of the non-permanent members of the Security Council is Azerbaijan, and I couldn't really figure out who to use to stand in for them, but they seemed like they were close to Iran and sort of been in their sphere of influence a little bit, so I chose them. Maybe they're not the best fit for them, but even though it says Darius of Persia, these are actually Azerbaijani? Azerbaijans? I don't know what you would call them.
هلاخ مر.
We've got stuff to trade, and they've got copper. Let's see if they'll do it. Oh, we also want some embassies, right? Actually, what if I give you an embassy and you give me 2 gold a turn?
لباخ لا شرير.
He doesn't like that idea. So we're just going to trade embassies straight across.
شبير.
So our people are very happy. We're not making that much money, but when the papermaker gets completed over here, that will help us. That'll give us gold per turn, it'll also give us science. It will help with the money. So we've got the United States, we've got France, and we have Azerbaijan. And a bunch of barbarians that are trying to slaughter us, and they may very well do that. Yep. So that's not good. That's not a good feeling. I am going to head over to Shanghai, because that seems to be an area that we need to clear out. Especially if we are talking about putting a city up here, which I still think is a good idea. But there's a lot of barbarians over here. Okay, so we completed the archer, so we're going to get a settler done. While we're working on a settler, the city cannot grow. There's no reason, so we're going to switch to production. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, so yeah, we can't switch over. So it's going to take us 7 turns, and then we're going to go and build a city over here. And so we got some barbarians that we need to definitely squash. So let's keep... I don't think the Persians or Azerbaijani in our game and the Americans are going to get along very well. Their cities are very close to each other. I predict a war between those two people. I don't know who will win, but in a little while, eventually their border is going to start touching, and it's not going to go very well. So Washington built the Terracotta Army, which gives him more military. One of each unique type that he has, so 1 archer, 1 spearman, 1 whatever he's got. So Shanghai has to defend itself, which it can do. But this worker, originally I was going to have him go over to the other wheat, but instead he's going to go right there. This guy is... Is he gonna head over there? Yeah, let's get all our people in the game. Except for this guy who's exploring and finding lots of actually really useful stuff for us. So he's gonna keep doing that. Somebody else built the statue of Zeus and the Temple of Artemis and reformed their religion. 2 religions were founded. Okay. So we need to found a religion soon so that we can pick one rather than being someone else's religious puppet. So we're going to attack there. These guys are going to go back into Shanghai so that they don't get taken over, captured. This guy, I can only protect one inside the city, so he's going to keep working for now. This guy is going to go up here. I'm just trying to stay, since we're moving a lot of troops out of the Beijing area, I'm trying to stay close to Beijing with that one worker. So this guy can come over here. It's going to take our guys a while to get there. Darius completed the Parthenon, which is a nice bonus. Good for culture. So we have our two wonders of the world. We have the Great Library and we have the pyramids. So even though a lot of people are building stuff right now, we shouldn't be too jealous. I'm going to shoot him with my archer so I get the experience. And this guy can come back over here and finish up that farm. So we turned back the little barbarian invasion. Our troops are headed over here. The papermaker is almost done, and then the settler will be done in 4 turns. So hopefully in 4 turns we'll be able to start clearing this area out. I want to get over to like probably this hill right here and found a city there. That'll give us the cattle, it'll give us some incense, and be pretty decent. It'll also be far enough away. No, we need to go one more. So maybe we can put it on this hill right here. Yeah, that's where we're going to go with our settler. But that's for the future. Let's get the settler built, and we'll move him out, and then we'll start a new one. So we're still building farms. This warrior I'm going to keep back here in Beijing, now that I'm thinking about it, for a couple of reasons. I want him close to Beijing in case some craziness happens and someone tries to attack Beijing. But also, once this settler is built, we're going to have to escort him over here, and there's lots of barbarians around. And I would hate to have some barbarians stumble upon our settler and kill him. That would just ruin my day. I don't want to have my day ruined. So we're not going to expose ourselves to that kind of risk. So this guy, even if he wanted to attack this guy, he's got to cross the river, which takes all his movement. Oh wait, no, he could go up one and over here. So, sorry worker, you're going back in the city. I keep thinking you'll be safe, but it just wouldn't be safe for you. We've got your best interests in heart. Our people are our strength. We can't just throw their lives away. We can't, we have to accomplish things with them, certainly, but we don't want to waste the resources and investment that they are. Hey, we found Russia.
Приветствую тебя, незнакомец. Если твой ум и такт сравнимы с твоей привлекательностью, мы замечательно поладим.
So Russia is another member of the Security Council. Let's see if we can make any trade.
Продолжай.
So we don't really have anything to trade, but we can certainly exchange some embassies. Does she have anything? She's got some furs. Let's get our embassies going.
Прекрасно.
They're all the way over here. So Russia and America are close to each other. That doesn't sound like a good match. America's close to Persia. We're kind of fortunate that we're not really close to anybody else. Shanghai gets to attack this guy. I'm going to drop him up here, and we're just going to shoot this guy. Again, if I can always shoot them with my units, I want to, because it gives me experience. And experience is a good thing. It's slow to get, so anytime you can get it, it's probably a good idea too. And then this guy, now you can move back here. This warrior is just going to wait to escort the settler. This guy is going to keep working on that farm. Now, hopefully, these barbarians, I prefer that they actually come towards Shanghai, because Shanghai can defend itself, and this is where all our military is massing. So it's better for us if they come at us. We're going to have to go after them eventually to root them out. The settler's almost done. So this person, let's go up here. So I want to fill in the little dark spots of the map. That's what I'm trying to do. This person, I'm going to pop him up on the hill. He can still protect these guys, but it just gives me some more eyes out here towards this vast desert. So we're almost done with our settler. We'll have to decide what else to build. So Persepolis has culture, or tourism, sorry, because they built the Parthenon, which has a work of art in it.
3 things are necessary for the salvation of man: to know what he ought to believe, to know what he ought to desire, and to know what he ought to do. An emperor is subject to no one but God and justice.
So I noticed a bunch of religions getting founded, and we need to found a religion before someone else does. So what I think we need to do is get the Hagia Sophia. It's going to take a long time. Oh, can't do that. But before we do that, we're going to need to be able to finance the Hagia Sophia. So we're going to build a caravan. We're going to build a caravan, then we're going to build the Hagia Sophia, and then we will continue our expansion out. We can't expand. We've expanded a lot. We can't expand so much that we run into a deficit or put ourselves in a bad position. So eventually we're going to want more than 3 cities, but 3 cities for now will be plenty good. So let's move our settler to here. Okay, so this is where we're going to stop. We'll take a look. You can see we're not the bottom of the pack. That would be Russia. But we're certainly not in first place, which is fine. We will be eventually. So I hope you all come back and continue to explore Alpha Centauri and watch as our empire makes this hostile, dangerous planet into our home, a brave new world for us to live upon.